Morning guys, James here with PM Hobbycraft here. This morning we're at the car demo track, as you can see. We're with Brian here with Horizon Hobbies. We're going to talk a little bit about the new monster truck that they have coming out. It's obviously huge, and we're pretty excited to get into it. What do you have to say? This one's pretty awesome, eh?
No, it's definitely a blast. So what you see here is essentially our DBXL, which has been a really successful platform for us.
Okay.
And we essentially just lengthened the suspension. So we got new arms, we got new links, and new CVDs.
Okay.
And essentially made it a monster truck. Put bigger tires, a new body, and we went with the Dynamite 29cc.
Okay.
So as you got to see today, it's got plenty of bottom end, plenty of top speed. A lot of people say it's actually, for some reason, looks faster than the DBXL. I don't know if that's just because it's bigger. We haven't put them side by side, to be honest with you. So maybe it's something they have to do to check once we get back to Corona, to the mainland. But it's a great vehicle, so it shares a lot of the same parts that are already on the DBXL. So a lot of the center of the parts, the differentials, the shocks, things like that, share a lot of stuff.
Okay, so if somebody had a DBXL...
Oh, this would be an extremely easy transition.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not a whole new ground up platform or anything like that. So not only that, but if you're familiar with the DBXL, you're familiar with this truck.
Awesome.
And it's, I mean, you know, you got to bust out the drills every once in a while because this thing's so massive. Yeah. But it's pretty simple to work on. It's very similar to an 8-scope buggy. You know, front, center, and rear diff. Cool. And they easily removable without removing the whole platform. It's a really fun truck. We're really looking forward to getting people's hands.
Awesome. And the 29cc engine, that's kind of a staple, and you guys use that in other vehicles before,
yeah, originally,
right?
I believe we used to use a 26cc on the original 5. Now we're using the 29cc that's branded by Dynamite. So we work very close with Zenoah and the actual original manufacturer of the engine. Did a few little minor tweaks in order to get them, you know, again, that bottom end grunt and everything that the monster truck demands. But it's been a great engine for us. It's super reliable. You can run any 2-stroke oil out there. I mean, when we do testing, we test them with the worst oil you can buy, you know, at your hardware store type deal. And then obviously all the way up to your very high quality 2-stroke racing oil. So the engine loves all oils. It pretty much runs on any oil. And you can mix it, you know, at 25-to-1, or you can mix it at 40-to-1 if you want to get a little more power. Obviously that it's going to bring the life of the engine down at some times because you're running so much harder. But it definitely it's a quick mix and fill, and let's go.
Awesome. All right. Maybe we can pull the body off here and kind of see what's happening underneath.
So one of the new cool things about this, it's actually a dual large-scale servo.
Oh, yes.
So you don't have to worry about the demand of the steering not being there. You want to turn, this thing's going to turn on you.
Okay.
Also, we threw in aluminum front spindles.
Oh yeah.
So it's definitely super durable, and you know, the front end. I mean, you have so much leverage out here with essentially with such a wide big tire that we didn't want to sacrifice any of the durability, so we went with aluminum straight out of the box.
Awesome.
So again, you can see that it looks very similar to the DBXL.
It is. Yeah.
You know, dual brakes, front and rear, that you can dial in. So if you want a little more rear brake, more front brake, you can do that.
Okay.
I mean, it's
obviously you guys are going to have kind of aftermarket stuff eventually, I'm assuming.
Absolutely.
I mean,
yeah, so any aftermarket that we already offer for the DBXL, most will fit on this, and I'm sure Chris Heger, our product developer on the large scale stuff, I'm sure he's already working on some hop-ups for this thing, because there's quite a bit of demand.
About the body as well, so I'm assuming you can buy this unpainted as well?
Absolutely, it comes pre-screened and also clear as well.
Okay, and what's the process on how do they screen this and get it so perfect? Like, I mean,
it's kind of a crazy process. So what happens, it's a clear flat sheet of Lexan, and the initial, when you're trying to figure it out, it's essentially like graph paper, just a bunch of lines. And you grab the mold and you press it as if it were a body, and you see what happens to the curvature of the lines. And then you take the artwork and you manipulate it to follow the curvature of those lines. So then when you press it, it actually follows the lines of the body.
Oh, wow, cool.
So it's kind of a 3-4 step process. But so what we initially show as artwork, if you were to see the actual pressed flat sheet, you'd be like, whoa, what kind of design is that? Because it looks everywhere, but once you actually, you know, the heat and everything expands over it, it gets that clean line and follows the whole body.
Oh, super cool.
So it's a tricky process, but it's cool to see.
Yeah, no, it looks great too. All right, super cool. And when is this available?
This will be available mid-June to the customer. Yes.
To the customer, mid-June. Okay. Well, that's awesome. So you guys heard it here first, PM Hobbycraft in Las Vegas, and here's the new truck coming out from Horizon. Thanks, Brian.
No, thank you.
Appreciate your help. Thank you.
No problem.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right, ciao.